If you thought this was simple for anybody, and I mean anybody, to know that they got crazy people in their family, you must be sadly mistaken. Every time you nut up, you're gonna be thinking about your crazy ass auntie. And unfortunately, for Diddy's kids, their legacy is ruined. Ain't gonna be no new nothing around there. Diddy about to be doing 5 years in jail. The rumor is his son, Christian Combs, lost his mind when he heard the verdict, because he know he ain't nothing but Diddy Part 2. And I want y'all to pray for this young man, because it got to be really, 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 really rough knowing that he was raised wrong. And everything he thought was right, it wasn't right. He got to figure out a way to change his life, do something different. Be a carpenter. Because following in his father's footsteps ain't going to get him nowhere but in jail. The money not even worth it. And for his daughters, got them rich billionaires out there throwing money at them trying to get a 2 for 2. They calling them the BOGO hoes in Hollywood, and that ain't right. Because they know they're accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and now their father can't provide it, so now they looking for a new daddy. There's a lot of NBA players out there. They showing up to these parties. Diddy gonna be sitting in jail for a long ass time. Ain't nothing he could do about it. We got a whole lot of news we gotta get into. Y'all seen Christian Combs on the radio. Y'all heard him on the videos. But the rumor is that boy 5150 right now. The last time they seen him, he was in a straitjacket. Ain't got no mother, ain't got no father. Grandmama too old to give a damn. What they supposed to do? The music industry done crumbled. Can you imagine being born rich? Now you gotta live the rest of your life uncertain, unknowing of what the future holds. By the time Diddy come home, all that furniture and stuff gonna be rusty. People pulling out of deals. Nobody trying to break bread. Ain't nobody trying to be seen with them no more. This is some sad stuff. Y'all need to listen at this. Hold on, Reg. Get the shit together, bro. Y'all still there? Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? All right, listen at this, y'all. Run that back.
A federal judge handed down a sentence in the high-profile Shawn Diddy Combs trial. The rapper was convicted on federal prostitution charges back in July.
Hold on, Reg. Yo, nigga, put the crack pipe down and get it set up right, man. I do apologize, man. We hiring if anybody out there Yo, now do the shit.
A federal judge handed down a sentence in the high-profile Shawn Diddy Combs trial. The rapper was convicted on federal prostitution charges back in July. Let's go right now to Fox News national correspondent CB Cotton outside of the courthouse. CB?
Hey, Will, yeah, the judge moments ago sentencing Shawn Diddy Combs to 4 years behind bars, telling the court he took into consideration that Diddy was self-made, someone who lifted up others, supported his family. He noted that Diddy did a lot of this while even battling addiction, but he said he had to consider all of the rapper's history. And he said that, specifically, he said, quote, a history of good works can't wash away the record. He pointed out that two of Diddy's accusers and former girlfriends, Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane, he talked about their testimony specifically. The judge pointing out that after Diddy publicly apologized for the leaked video of him assaulting Cassie, that Diddy assaulted his current girlfriend, Jane. And this sentence handed down 4 years behind bars for Shawn Diddy Combs. It comes after Diddy pleaded for mercy, stood up and
no woman, no cry, no cry, no. No woman, no cry, y'all. For all the men out there listening, you can have it all. The cars, the mansions, the boats. You can have it all. But if you got a woman in your life, it's a possibility that all could go to shit if you ain't moving right. That's the times we living in. Diddy's kids gonna have to find out the hard way Cause they still out here acting up, done messed around and had a mental breakdown. Ain't no telling what types of drugs that his kids are on. And I ain't trying to beat up the young man now that his father is down or whatever the case is. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to bring to light that if you got demons in your family, you gonna have to fight them. That's why they need to break in jail and beat their daddy's ass. Cause he the only demon that they got in their life. As far as we know. If he ever get a visit or something, they need to jump his ass and get it over with. That way they can live their life in peace. When he come home, you know he gonna be all fucked up, man. He might put his face in the birthday cake. He might be licking his lips a whole lot when he get out of jail. Make everybody feel uncomfortable. He'll come home fat with a bald head licking his lips like LL Cool J. Being in jail is worse than being in an insane asylum. You got niggas in there listening to rap all day just trying to keep their mind off your ass. He gonna be 60 years old when he come home, y'all. That Diddy dance gonna be even better than it's gonna be seasoned. Y'all might like him better when he come home. A seasoned Diddy with a prison swag, he might go platinum on day one. It's gonna be a whole bunch of single mothers out there when he get home. They gonna be willing to take his funky, nasty ass. The culture gonna be so fucked up. Diddy might be the #1 rapper in the world when he get out. He come home with some pants with the ass cheeks out, and y'all all gonna be at his concert trying to get a whiff. I promise that's what's gonna happen. 50 Cent look like 80 Cent. I don't know what he doing or what he been doing. Matter of fact, I hate to do this so early in the video, but we gotta take a little detour. Y'all stay tuned, man. I hate to do shit like this, but what the hell? 50 looking like a beaver. I'll be damned. Look at this. 50 Cent. Now, he can't say shit about nobody. No, I need to see him today. Cause his face always been pit bullish. But now he giving off Gopher vibes. He went through the crack phase. Nigga don't survive HIV. He the hip hop Magic Johnson. Baby, he put a baby in a Diddy sex worker. You know that nigga was sick. Shit, 50 Cent gonna be 50 Cent for Halloween this year. He just gonna come out with a G-Unit chain on. But that's Negro here, no there. Let's get back to Diddy. Look at this show.
Dressed the judge inside the courtroom. In a shaken voice, he apologized to Cassie Ventura. He apologized to that former girlfriend, again known as Jane. And he said he was sorry to all other victims of domestic violence. Diddy called his own behavior disgusting, shameful, and sick. And he said it cost him his career, his reputation, and his family. He also then turned in the courtroom to his children and apologized for letting them down, saying that he had not been the father they deserved. And he really pleaded with the judge to give him another.
And that's when his son allegedly had a mental breakdown. They ain't know about the nut on the nipples and all that. A lot of that stuff they was hearing blew their mind about their father. They ain't know he was clapping cheeks in them hotel rooms, clapping his own cheeks together in front of male escorts. They ain't know he was a twerk queen before they went to court. Old boy said his dad came in with a mask on. With a mask on just to see him get butt naked in front of Cassie. That's what the male escort said. Diddy had on an executioner mask like Kanye West with some Air Force Ones on, no shirt, with a bottle of Astroglide in his hand. He said Diddy was spanking that meat so hard you could hear it a mile away. He heard Diddy spanking that meat before he even got in the hotel room. He wrote a book about this shit. He in the freezer looking for he had to freeze his meat just to keep it hard. He got erectile dysfunction, but his shit worked better than Diddy's. His kids ain't know nothing about that till they went to court. How you think his daughters feel? They father got nut on the nipples. He a thought. They ain't know that before they went to court. The rumor is they all had a mental breakdown at the same time when they got back to the house. As soon as they closed the door, they said Delilah fell out first. These rumors. His mother eating crackers while her grandkids on the ground rolling around, eyes rolled in the back of their head, foaming out the mouth, having mental breakdowns because they don't know what they gonna do because their father got 5 years in jail. Them gonna be a whole lot of Christmases with Dollar General presents. They stocking caps just gonna be socks. I don't know whether to feel bad for them or not, man, but when I heard the news that his son, Chris, the one that looked just like him, he got to bear all of the brunt because he looked just like Diddy. The other ones, they can go somewhere and be light-skinned. They might get a free ice cream cone or some shit, especially Quincy. You got women out there making his bed. He don't even remember making his bed. He got chicks doing shit for him just because he light-skinned it. The other one got fat. They saying that he might be Suge Knight's son, Heavy D's son. We don't know who. We know Diddy is Christian's father. So he the one with all the pressure on his back. And Jesse and they all look just like this man. So it hit them harder because when they go places and people say, oh, you look just like Diddy, that's an insult. I'm hoping that these rumors are not true, but people been saying things about these kids. They the Addams family right now. They father in American Horror Story. That's like being fucking Jason Voorhees' son. Women not trusting him. They not dropping them panties like how they used to. They taking pictures. He turned around. They take a picture of his ass for collateral. He can't do nothing right now. When you got crazy people in your family, that lets you know that it's in your blood. If you got people that's off in your family, that's why people send family members away and shit. You a little retarded. They send you. And that's a bad word. They'll send you to a group home or whatever, so don't nobody know that you and a family. Because birds of a feather flock together. If it's in your blood, it's in your blood, man. If you got it in you, you got it in you. If your father weak, then your ass weak. You could talk about your dad all day long. You call him a punk, all that shit. You a punk too. If your mama a thot, you a thot. You can't shake it. Unless you in the club. That's the only way you're going to be able to shake that shit is if you looking back at the camera. So for Diddy's kids, all that shit they said about him, now I assume that his son's like nut on the nipples. I don't know this for sure, but you can assume these things because of what you heard about their father. His mama a big old freak. They said Megan Thee Stallion his cousin. It's in the family. But we don't know this stuff for sure, man. But one thing we know for sure is that Diddy is a freak. So you can put that on his kids if that's what you want to do. That's where we at in 2025. People feel like they need to go lock their ass up too. People happy about Diddy being in jail, but what about his sons? It's like a witch hunt out here in these hip hop streets. But when he come home, I got a feeling the culture gonna be so fucked up. People gonna be chasing his damn van down the street when he get out of jail. It's gonna be a barbecue. Them crackheads in Florida, they might all OD in the streets when Diddy come home. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this news. Y'all listening? Here we go. Come on.
chance. But again, ultimately, Will, we now know that the disgraced media mogul who was once at the height of the music industry has now been sentenced to 4 years behind bars. The judge said that any of Diddy's past good works could not overstate the record in this case. The witness testimony from women who said they had to endure years of physical and emotional abuse at the hands of the rapper. Will, I want to send it back over to you.
Quick follow-up, CB. The prosecution was looking for anywhere around 11 years, and the...
Told y'all niggas when I get out, I got jobs for all y'all. Y'all sitting around here acting like y'all ain't in jail with a multi-millionaire. Matter of fact, yo, get out, yo, wash my drawers for me, man. You ain't got no crease. You don't know how to put a crease in these shits. What's wrong with you, nigga? You don't know how to put a crease in the drawers. You know who I am? I got millions of dollars, nigga. Don't get it fucked up. Man, when I get out of here, I'm gonna put you on my own personal jet. We gonna go to Dubai. You know, I got people out there waiting for you, playboy. Tell your mother, bake 2 sweet potato pies and send it up to the gym. I'm gonna pay her rent. Trust me, for them potato pies, I'm gonna pay your mother's rent this month. What y'all in here frowning for? Don't y'all know y'all in jail with a multi-millionaire? Ain't no sad faces around me, man. Cause when I come home, we all gonna be rich. Can you imagine? He gonna do something with them dudes in jail. He gonna have a bunch of new artists, man. Bad Boy will be reborn. There's some nigga in there working on his bars right now. Diddy gonna be deaf by the time he get out of jail. Like it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazines. He got a new Craig Mack, a new Biggie. He got a nigga look like Tupac in there. In 2030, Bad Boy Records gonna take over. It's just a matter of time. You know, with people going in and out of jail and liking it, it must not be that bad. Especially if you do something to end up in there again and again. He knew what he was in for. He knew the life he was living was going to get him in a whole lot of trouble someday. Even though he had great relationships with a lot of powerful people, it got to a point to where they couldn't even save him no more. But when you go against Trump and you start getting into politics, that's when your shit get a little shaky. When you try to become a political leader and you still on top, usually rappers wait till they go broke to get all political and survive off of whatever money that provide. When you ain't got nothing else to lose, that's when people want to be revolutionaries. When Jaguar Wright was working with The Roots and she was on stage with Jay-Z, she wasn't saying shit. But as soon as them opportunities dried up, she come out full-fledged trying to expose the system that she was a part of. And that's to be expected. But Diddy was on the inside trying to expose the inside. And that was the dumbest thing he could have ever possibly did. And that's how he ended up in this situation. Now his kids gotta suffer for the mistakes that he made. This should be a lesson to everybody. Don't talk about your job while you're still employed. Because if they ever find out, not only is you gonna get fired, but they gonna put something on you. When they call your former employer, they gonna give the whole spiel about how you disloyal and how you are a horrible person and all that. Diddy did it to himself. And that's cool, but it's sad to see that his kids gotta suffer behind this as well. And ain't no bouncing back from this. It seemed like every rapper that was on top a couple of years ago done took horrible L's. I would have never thought I would have seen this, yo. Y'all need to see this. Type this in. I would have thought I would have never seen people turn on Drake the way people turned on Drake. I'm talking about the hottest rapper in America, hottest rapper in Canada. hits after hits all day on the radio. People supporting his music. Women listening to his BS in the showers. Men out there on their zesty swag. Work with every hot rapper in the game. If you ain't have Drake on the track, you wasn't shit. And that all just changed overnight. So ain't no long. I hope that this is the death of hip hop, man. I'm hoping we could bury this thing and move on. With all of these moguls and these top figures in the music industry taking these L's like this. What type of shit is this? I'm hoping that it's over and people realize that this ain't the way to go. And it's an old school thing. But we just gonna have to wait and see, y'all. Hold on.
The defense team for Diddy was looking for something like 14 months. As you mentioned, it came back at 4 years. Was there any visible reaction by Combs in the courtroom when he was handed down that sentence?
Right now, I'm still waiting to get some more details about the reaction that we saw from both sides inside the courtroom. But Will, I do want to point out that the judge said that the requests being made on both ends, he said they were not reasonable requests. And I think that determination on his part ultimately led him to hand down that sentence. I'm looking at my producer who is about to hand me a note in a matter of moments. But right now, we know this sentence has just been handed down from the judge. 4 years behind bars. Like you mentioned, defense attorneys.
Shit, he already looked like they turned him out up in there, man. He already looked like somebody got to that butt. Ain't no bouncing back. Ain't no coming back from this. Hold on, y'all. I got some more news for y'all. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go.
It's absolutely wrong. The jury verdict was disregarded, and it's not supposed to happen. You shouldn't do that. Going to trial is already hard enough. When the jury speaks, you need to listen.
I think it sends the wrong message to people.
This is wrong. We have to change the way we look at it. We are incarcerating way too many people. So 2 years is an eternity in custody.
A jury, of course, had acquitted Diddy of the more serious crimes that he had been charged with, like sex trafficking and racketeering. But before the sentence was handed down today, after hours of hearing from attorneys inside the courtroom, it was Diddy's turn to address the court. And he cried as he addressed his mother, as he begged the judge for mercy. He said, and I'm quoting him now, "I don't have nobody to blame but myself. I know I'll never put my hands on another person again. I know that I've learned my lesson. I'm willing to comply with any conditions the court puts upon me." He also apologized to Cassie Ventura, saying, quote, "I lost my self-respect.
Man, fuck Cassie, bro. He ain't got to apologize to no. He broke down and cried. You supposed to keep it solid, especially at times like that. He about to give you time, and now you want to cry? I don't know if he gonna make it, y'all. Pay a bitch 20 mil, then turn around and apologize in the courtroom. He's supposed to throw birds at the judge. He done sent the wrong message. I ain't saying what I would have did in the situation, but one thing for sure, fuck Cassie, man. She don't deserve shit else. $20 million? Cassie can kiss my ass, Your Honor. Should have looked at his kids and beat on his chest like a damn gorilla. You about to do some time. Matter of fact, don't say shit, don't do shit. They playing videos in court. You done made speaking arrangements and doing all that goofy shit. Sit your ass down. Let the lawyers do the talking. He fucked himself. He should have never said nothing. I lost my self-respect. I've been humbled and broken to my... Broken? He said I hate myself. I got stripped down to nothing. Oh, they gonna strip you down to nothing. He disgraced himself. How you think that make his kids feel? They can't look in the mirror. They're ashamed of the man that gave birth to them. They're ashamed of the man that gave birth to them. He got a coochie. He been broken to the core. Then the judge turned around and broke that ass down some more. Diddy, you supposed to know better than that. What is he going through in there? What they done did to him? His mother embarrassed. We all embarrassed. He's supposed to be representing for black people. This ain't no Martin Luther King, Malcolm X shit. Apologizing to that hoochie. For what? You done gave her your money, your dignity, your manhood, your career, yeah, man. Cassie. Oh my God, let me calm down, man. Calm down. It make me sick to my stomach. In the man. I don't know if I could wait on this dude for 4 years, no Diddy. But I don't know if I could wait on him. I was thinking about it. I was like, keep his name alive, give him a shout out every now and then, but this gonna be the last video that I do about this man, especially hearing that his kid's going through it real bad right now. Damn. I'm at a loss for words. I hope New York City listening. This another L for the whole Empire State. Not just the city. I'm talking about Elmira, Binghamton, look at Syracuse, Sodus, fucking Batavia, Buffalo. Talking about all that. Talking about Rochester. This the L for all y'all in New York. All 5 boroughs. Because they said Diddy was the king of the city. Now look at his ass. Because of Cassie. For you men out there, ladies, find you a decent woman. That's all you really need, man. Just find somebody that's decent. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Get you a decent female that got an older female. Now is not the time to date younger fellas. I'm talking about old. You're going to have to be able to handle an 70, 80-year-old. Because the chicks in their 40s and 50s and 60s, they thoughts too. So you're going to have to get out there and get you somebody old if you're trying to have a serious relationship. This is crazy.
My core, I hate myself right now. I got stripped down to nothing. I want to go right to our CNN legal analyst, Joey Jackson, CNN's senior legal analyst, Ellie Honig, and also Elizabeth Wagmeister, who spent all day inside the courtroom and has been covering this trial as closely as anyone. And you were actually inside the room as this was handed down. What was that like inside there?
You know what's interesting, Caitlin? The whole day was very emotional. You had 5 of Diddy's attorneys each speak at length for 30 to 45 minutes each. There were tears. One of his attorneys was sobbing when she was speaking about how inspired she was by her client. And as we said, we saw Diddy cry at one point. But when the sentence was handed down, almost no emotion. He was very, very stoic. When he walked out of the courtroom, he did turn around to his kids and his family, and he made a gesture that kind of made it seem like he was signaling to them it'll be okay, but no tears, no big reaction.
Well, what the judge seemed to be a big focal point of today, and what he was saying in terms of speaking not only to the women who came forward here, but also to Diddy himself.
Yes, so he did speak a lot about the women who came forward, both Cassie Ventura and Jane, neither of whom were there. They did not show up to make victim impact statements, though Cassie did write a letter. But the judge spoke to Diddy, and he said, I agree with your defense that you have accomplished great things. You've inspired so many, but that does not negate your horrific acts. And he actually said to him, What was the reason that your abuse was able to continue for so long? Well, it's because of your power and your resources and the fact that you didn't get caught. But then at the end, when it was really the last few minutes of the sentencing hearing, he actually said to Diddy, yes, this is hard time, it's 4 years, but you will get through this with your family and you can really make a difference in the world. So he ended the hearing on a very uplifting note.
Yeah.
Man, that's some old bullshit. He ain't did nothing wrong. He did some shit below average shit. He wasn't even penetrating nobody, y'all. Pay some boys to come up there and put it down on cat. That's it. Ain't like he was gonna be able to bang him. He got ED. Or more like LD. Whatever it is, his meat ain't working, Your Honor. I can't get it up, Your Honor. I got a Tootsie Roll, Your Honor. If I was packing, there wouldn't be no need for no male escorts. So you gonna send me to jail because I got a little meat and I got women to please that I can't please? So I gotta pay people to please them, Your Honor? Is it a crime to be born with a Tootsie Roll? That mean that his sons got Tootsie Rolls. And I ain't, no Diddy, man. I ain't trying to talk about his son's genitals and nothing like that. But like I said earlier, it runs in the family. That's why they little deviants and gotta pay chicks and be pinning people down with all the lights off and all that. You cut on the lights, you got a 15-inch strap-on on. Now they daddy in jail. And we still don't know for why. They need to investigate that judge and see who he getting paid by. Why he's so invested in seeing this man go to jail. He heard the bullshit at the trial. We was thinking that he was going to dismiss it early due to all the bullshit that was coming out these people's mouths. And for Diddy's lawyers, this fucking A money, ain't nobody gonna hire them on a high profile case no more. They might as well just take whatever money Diddy gave them and open up a smoothie bar or something. Man, invest that shit in the stocks, because it's over right now. Because they colleagues sitting around talking like, how come y'all didn't bring his penis into question? They should have had graphs on video footage. They should have really put that. If they wanted to put up shit in the courtroom, they should have put up Diddy's genitals in the courtroom so people can get a clear understanding of what, when, where, why, and how. They should have made it real personal about his health condition, his situation, the reason why he was on drugs due to his low self-esteem. Your Honor, even though he's a multi-millionaire, he suffers from extreme low self-esteem. He feels like if it wasn't for the Gucci, the Louis, and the Fendi, people wouldn't even look in his direction. He feels as if everyone around him used him for his money, in which they did. There was a lot of pressure with him maintaining this facade when he really just want to cuddle up in the bed with his teddy bears and watch Disney movies. I seen his house when they did the raid. And when they went in his bedroom, I thought a 16-year-old girl lived in there. And that was his own personal bedroom. They had to knock the lock off of it. I don't even think his kids was allowed to go in there. Nigga had Barbies and teddy bears and shit all over the place. Pink flip-flops. They found lingerie. He is 16. He couldn't be himself for the public or not even for his family and friends. So when it came time to please his girl, he wasn't into that. He'd rather have somebody else do it so he can get back to his secret bedroom, put on that Spice Girls, and hop in the bed with that bonnet on and watch them goddamn Lion King movies. That's a lot of pressure for a man living in the closet like that. It's a lot of closeted men that put on a facade all day long, barking and shit, out in the street, shirt off, thugging, get home, be painting their nails and shit. His lawyers failed him, but society failed him because people make it seem like if you not that dude, or if you're not a bad boy, you ain't gonna get no love, especially in the black community, man. You gotta be a damn near criminal to get some respect. And playing that character done landed him in jail for real. And that's how it goes about 90% of the time. Most of your thugs and your gangsters and your criminals, they frauds. They just giving the people what they want. And when that shit get real, it get real. And it's sad. If you want to be a part of society, you gotta play by the damn rules. If you want to be recognized or accepted, the world ain't nothing but a big high school and everybody trying to fit in. People at their jobs acting like they in high school, got patients and shit dying. They chit-chatting, gossiping like they some damn children. I'm talking about grown-ass, old-ass people. You got the teachers in the school more childish than the kids. Be a 40, 50-year-old teacher with a big booty teaching in front of the class. A flat-out thought. And I know y'all wondering what the hell it's got to. It got everything to do with Diddy, man. His son allegedly had a mental breakdown, and his other kids got twitches. It ain't never going. They ain't gonna be right. That's the moral of the story. He gonna come home. He gonna be a different man when he come home, and I don't think they ready to see it. He gonna be played out like a motherfucker. The only person that's gonna be there to greet him when he come home is Flavor Flav. No Jay-Z. He gonna be looking for Jeezy. He gonna come out the jail, walking all slow. He gonna be looking around for his niggas. All he gonna hear is Flavor Flav. Like, yo, homeboy, get in the car, man, get in the car. Yeah. He gonna have some crack rolled up. It's gonna be a sad sight. Jay-Z and Beyonce not gonna be sitting there holding hands when he come out that damn jail. Shit, Jim Jones gonna be with a cane with some skinny jeans on by the time Diddy get out of jail. Shit, ASAP Rocky gonna have a gray beard when this nigga make it out. The world gonna be a different place, man. And you know, we don't know what's about to be happening in 2026 because it's coming up. It's right around the corner and shit ain't looking right. The government shut down right now. So he about to get 4 years. Somebody help me do the math. It's gonna be 2030 when that man come home. And them kids, they gonna be a lot older. Jesse and Delilah, they gonna be 25. They might each have a baby on their hip when he get out of jail. And the saddest part about it is, man, I'm hoping that his mother hold on because she, 80 years old? And I believe she could make it. Black don't crack. And his mother, she a healthy woman. Hopefully she be alive when he come home. Because that'd be terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible if, God forbid, his mom passed away and he in jail and he can't go to the funeral. Oh, man, that'd be terrible. But I don't think he gonna do the whole 4 years. I don't think that's going. He might do a year and a half with time served. Because if Big Meech could get out, and he done did a whole bunch of shit, and he was facing life, and he wound up getting out, Diddy ain't gonna do the whole 4. He might be home by next year on the low. But we just gotta wait and see. Listen at this.
Yeah, I mean, as the two of you were watching this, our legal experts, do you think that the judge made a good call here?
I think the sentence, when you actually consider what Shawn Combs was convicted of by the jury, I think the sentence was harsh. I think it was within the range of reason, but harsh. But to me, the biggest takeaway from this whole thing is that the Southern District of New York, my old office, overreached. They overreached at every step of this case. They overcharged it. And that's not an opinion anymore. The jury rejected the 3 top charges. And again, that's not just after the fact. I think both of us are on record at the time saying it was overcharged. They overtried the case. There's no reason a 1-defendant, 3-victim case needs to take 6 weeks by 6 prosecutors. I tried a case once with 5 defendants on trial at once, at least 20 victims. I did it with 1 other prosecutor, same amount of time. They overtried it. And with their sentencing request of 11 years, that's ridiculous.
What do you mean they overtried it? Like they took too long?
They took too long. They put too many people on it. They let in too many extraneous details. They should have just cut right to, we used to say thin to win. Get right to it. That's it. Instead, there was too much, too much detail that did not go to the heart of the case. And finally, the 11-year sentencing request was ridiculous, embarrassing. And the judge went most of the way, not all the way, but much closer to the defense request. Then 11 years, and again, for being convicted of interstate prostitution, that's a ridiculous request, and it backfired.
Joey, what was your takeaway?
So people will ask, hey, what about this particular sentence? If you look at this on balance and put it in perspective, he is a big winner today. Let me explain why. When we started out this trial with regard to the racketeering charges, he's running a criminal enterprise, he was facing life in jail. In addition to life in jail, which his liberty interest would have been gone, he was facing the forfeiture of all of his assets.
Yep.
Now, right, he beats the charges, 3 of them at least, and he gets sentenced now on the other 2, transportation for prostitution. So now you're saying, well, what's going to happen now? You have the prosecutors that have asked for 11 years. I agree with Ellie. That was way overreach, just as the case was way overreach.
What do you think would have been a better
I think you have to stick with the guidelines. So just to be clear, Caitlin, you have these federal guidelines, and what they are is they're just advisory, and they exist so that you have some uniformity in sentencing. You don't want disparate sentences. Once defendant gets 10 and
Yeah, they wanted to make an example out of Diddy. Plain and simple. And they did. They made an example out of him. He live a flashy lifestyle. It's going to be people gunning for you. They've been gunning for him for a long ass time. So flashy is not the way to go. That's the moral of the story. It ain't got nothing to do with the women. It got everything to do with his flash. He's a flashy character. So regardless of what you got going on, especially when you black, or whatever you are, if you want to be flashy, then you attract a lot of negative shit. Just that plain and simple. For all you BBL queens out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. You set yourself up for all that attention, and all attention ain't good attention. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. That ass gonna fuck around and get somebody killed. That ass ain't nothing but trouble. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's people out there that want that type of attention and go through hell when they get it. So he put himself out there to be that guy, and this will come along with it. If you really want to be successful, you really want to have abundance and prosperity for the long haul, try being low key. You figure that's boring, that's not exciting. But when you 55 years old, how much more excitement do you need? Especially you don't already been there, done that. Diddy should have got somewhere and sat his ass down a long time ago. And that's where he fucked up at. And that's the reason why they tried to push it to the max. He was a humble guy, and he went on about his business, and he was hiring some male escorts to bang his chick. Wouldn't nobody look at that like how people looked at it? But they blew it all out of proportion because of his extravagant life. They made his sexual affairs more extravagant than they actually were. Because he Diddy. hooked himself up. Now his kids gotta suffer. I don't know what market they can get into or how they can make this all go away, and it's not just his kids. All you people out there doing dumb shit, it's gonna land on your kids' lap. People feel like they gotta live up to your hype. You don't put it in your bloodline. Diddy don't the bad. Hold on, look at this, y'all. Run that.
Now they gets 5. No, you have guidelines, so it's somewhat even. They tried to go outside of the guidelines to bring in all types of issues for which the jury has made a decision. And the jury said, no, we're not convicting on that. So why are you going and suggesting that all of this conduct, for what the jury repudiated, you want to include it in the sentence? That's not appropriate. Last point. You have the United States Department of Probation. They also issue a recommendation. Their recommendation, Caitlin, was anywhere from, 5 to 7 years. Judge went below that and said, I'm not going to give you the 14 months, but I'm going to add on more time, which was 4 years. So if you look at it on balance from what he came into this case with, facing his life, the destruction of his life, to now doing 4 years and $500,000 in payment. Oh, $500,000. He was facing $1 billion in loss because of the forfeiture. So call it what you want. This is a tremendous win. And to be clear, when I say win, there are no winners. There are victims here who are reeling. We get that. Certainly his family is in a problem place. They want him home. But at the end of the day, from what the prosecutors started to where they got, this is a tremendous victory for his team, even if his defense lawyers are really unhappy, and so is he.
So you think this is embarrassing for the prosecutors, basically?
I mean, I think that they significantly, to Ellie's point, they overreach. You don't have a RICO case, which is the racketeering case, where you have a defendant. These are for mob bosses. He was not a mob boss. He's running a criminal enterprise. He's doing this. He's a party of one. In these RICO cases, you have multiple defendants sitting around the table because the government is going after you. You additionally have other defendants who maybe they would have been, but the government lets them off the hook so they could come testify against you. We didn't see any of that here. So why charge it? And I'm a big proponent. I just want fairness. Be fair and righteous. Prosecutors have a vast amount of discretion and a vast amount of power. They could put you in jail. They could destroy your life. Use it in a way that's appropriate. And I think in this case, I know he's Diddy, but just be fair. The government...
His fans failed him, y'all. Y'all failed this man. Fans ain't shit. That's why he's sitting in jail. If it was some type of uprising, some upheaval, and people felt like that ain't right, that's our man, free Diddy, to hell with Cassie. People chose Cassie over Diddy. And that's why she got the 20 mil. That's why he's sitting in jail. All these years of making you dance and motivating and innovating wasn't worth shit. Everybody your friend until the cops show up. Niggas got your back, way back. All them people he took pictures with. People jumping up and down at his concerts. We love you, Diddy. Can I have your autograph? You're my favorite entertainer, my favorite this, I love. All that fake love. I bet at some point, he thought all that love from the black community was real. He tried to be the people's champ. Talking about black excellence and all this shit. Where that excellence at when your ass in a bind and you facing life and people doing blogs? People talking about F Diddy. Them same people that was kissing your ass for 40 years. Now they want to put the knife in your back. Cause they heard about your Slim Jim and your Astro Glide. I'm disappointed. For all the people out there that think they got fans, you ain't got no fans. You got people waiting on your ass to drop. They're gonna put you up there just to see you drop. They're gonna promote you, especially if you're doing some foolishness, cause when your ass drop and splat, it's gonna be ASMR. All the people that supported this man, happy to see his downfall. It's sickening. All you business owners, you black business owners, when your shit gets shut down and they put that out of order sign on your door, it's gonna be people celebrating. They gonna be clapping when they ride past your soul food restaurant and that shit out of business. They gonna turn the music up and do a little dance every time they ride past your restaurant. It's fucked up like that, yo. People see you on YouTube and you ain't getting no views. They look at your channel. It's only 50 people watching and you sweating this shit trying to do a live stream. And your chat not even moving. Ain't nobody even hit the like button. They're gonna be watching your video dancing and laughing. And they supposed to be your quote unquote fans. They ain't even gonna hit the like or leave a comment for your ass. They just show up to see how bad your stream's struggling. Shit fucked up. You ain't got no fans. Let this be a lesson, man. I don't give a damn what you trying to do. Ain't nobody going to your Etsy page. And that one person that bought something off your Etsy and they ain't like it, they show back up to your page just to see how many sales you made. They ain't checked that shit in a month and they come back and they still say 5 sales. And they gonna celebrate and dance because your Etsy ain't doing good, man. For all you people, all you barbers out there, them niggas hate your guts. Sitting in your chair, rolling their eyes cause your whack ass haircut, man. And let you try to raise up the price. Let you try to charge them $20 a cut and they used to paying $12. You ain't never gonna see them niggas again. Okay, I'm over it. We got more news we gotta get into. Y'all listen, I want y'all to hear what, shout out to the Art of Dialogue. I want y'all to hear what Gene Deal had to say. Let's get into this. All right, here we go. Come on.
Have you seen these sketches of Diddy crying in court after getting 50 months? Check your phone right quick.
Man, looking at these pictures, Diddy in court, the artist got him, looking at these pictures with Diddy in court, bruh, the artist got him crying. The artist got a hold in his head. The artist got him dropping to his knees at the time of the verdict, crying on the chair. My heart goes out and it says, fuck them and feed them beans.
Ah, damn, Gene did a big.
I can care less about his sadness. I can care less about him being in pain. I can care less about what he has to be faced with in court or in jail now. I don't have no remorseful feelings for him, bro. You understand? This is somebody that at one time I would have given my own life for. And to know this nigga was trying to get people to take my life.
When you think about it, he the reason that Diddy is in jail. Diddy wasn't on nobody's radar until Gene Deal started talking. He done talked this man into a prison sentence. Nobody was hating Diddy except for this man. He was Diddy's only public hater. You ain't heard of nobody hating on Diddy like that before Gene Deal. Nobody ever did a blog talking bad about Diddy. He was the poster boy for Diddy hate. It's safe to say that Gene Deal is the reason why people started hating Diddy. He was a comic book character before Gene Deal. Nobody really gave a fuck about his personal life. people started getting interested the more and more this man talked about it. People wanted to know the details. He'll drop some shit and it grew legs. The news picked up on it. He made it popular to hate Diddy. He put in so much work. Damn, man, he the biggest hater I ever seen in my life, man. And even though Diddy got sentenced and he in jail about to be doing 40, he's still talking shit. He ain't satisfied yet. What more do you, even if Diddy was dead, he'll still be hating and talk about, let that shit go. You a grown ass man, Gene Deal. Move on. He acting like a battered wife. Worse, you ain't even, his ex-girlfriends ain't even going that damn hard. Cassie ain't even want to say shit. Gene Deal volunteering to hate and been doing this shit for years, man. I need to look at this real fast. Y'all hold up while I get this together, cause I gotta see this for myself. Put that other music back on. That boy Gene been working hard. Hold up. Y'all stay tuned. I gotta see it for myself. Gene Deal Diddy. Shit. Too many to count. Too many videos to count. He make it, it's a full-time job. This nigga, for years, going in on this man. Hold on, y'all, wait. It's something I want to share with y'all real quick, and I need to get y'all feedback on it. I'm gonna go ahead and play this, and y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this.
My musical family.
Hold on, look.
Now to my other family, my musical family. During the hardest year of my life, all of y'all was there to check on me and push me up. And I want to tell y'all I appreciate that. I love that. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't get those messages. And I want to thank everybody here from the bottom of my heart, you know, that really cared about me. And we are a musical family, and we have to be there for each other. And now because we are a family, I have to be honest. You know, for the last 2 days, I've been conflicted. You know, I'm being honored by the industry that I love, the family that I love, but there's an elephant in the room, and it's not just about the Grammys. There's discrimination and injustice everywhere at an all-time high. But there's something I need to say to the Grammys, and I changed my name my middle name to Love, so it's Shawn Love Combs now. You don't have to call me a different name. It's an added-on name if you want to call me Love. So I say this with love to the Grammys, because you really need to know this. Every year, y'all be killing us, man. Man,
This nigga said they be killing them at the Grammys, y'all. He accused the Grammys of killing black people. Even though they let niggas win Grammys for trash, for hot garbage. He accused the Grammys of being a Klan and discrimination when they let you say nigga, and get your ass a Grammy. Hold on. Y'all gotta see this, man. That's the reason why they had to give him some time, because this motherfucker must be crazy. They gave this nigga a Grammy. A bunch of them. What the fuck he be talking about? Not a goddamn thing. How in the... And Diddy talking, they gave this nigga a arm full of Grammys. They not like us. 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 This nigga make music for the insane asylum. And they gave him a shit ton of Grammys. Don't even get me started on Beyonce, man. Whitney Houston to sing her ass under the damn rug. Mariah Carey. Any of them, man. Motherfucking Jennifer Hudson. And they gave her a kajillion Grammys. Hold on, y'all. I gotta see this. Cause they matter of fact, to get back to what Diddy talking about, cause I don't even want to do all that. Listen.
Y'all be killing us, man. Man, I'm talking about the pain. I'm speaking for all the artists here, the producers, the executives, the amount of time that it takes to make these records, to pour your heart out into it, and you just want an even playing field. In the great words of Erykah Badu, we are artists and we are sensitive about our We are passionate. For most of us, this is all we got. This is our only hope.
The king of the damn remix, man. He ain't never made a real beat a day in his life. His son ain't never made a beat. He's talking about he passionate about his art, like his art, not other people's art. Like he ain't take a whole Frankie Beverly and Mays album just to make a Faith Evans album or a Mary J. Blige album. The nerve of this dude, man. The entitlement of him is what had people disgusted. And for him to get up there at the Grammys and say this blasphemous shit when he know the state of black music is at an all-time, it ain't never been this low before. Negro spirituals is 1 billion times better than the shit that's on the radio today. They made better songs in the cotton field. We made better songs in the cotton field. Correction. Than they do today. And this motherfucker making it seem like the art is so phenomenal and the Grammys not giving them no recognition, like he Quincy Jones or some shit. Look at this, man.
Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be. So right now, this current situation, it's not.
Man, they don't even want to. Y'all need to see this shit, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I wouldn't even want to be in this crowd. This shit hot, muggy. They look depressed. You don't even see no white people in the crowd. And they gotta show up to they just trying to get their Grammy. They don't turn the Grammys into the Source Awards. It's smoky in that bitch. This would have never happened in the 1920s. They would have had to sit on the floor in the back of the Grammys. Niggas done got too comfortable. Yo, Reg, take this MAGA hat and put it over there. Shit. Sweating all over the mic. But like I was saying, niggas done got too comfortable, man. They hot boxing at the Grammys, got Jimmy Kimmel leaning to the side. Gwyneth Paltrow and all them people can't even find a seat. Cause Usher and his baby mama sitting over there, man. I wouldn't even want to, I would have got the fuck out of there. They crammed up in there, man. Can't breathe. Got Timberland sitting next to, what's that lady name? Kelly Price. She taking up 2 seats. And they complaining. They gave his ass, this nigga, wake-up call, a reality check out of this world, nigga. 4 years plus. Complain about that. Do a speech about that. He fucked up. Look.
So right now, this current situation, it's not a revelation. This thing been going on. And it's not just going on in music, it's going on in film, it's going on in sports, it's going on around the world. And for years, we've allowed institutions that have never had our best interests at heart to judge us. And that stops right now.
Nigga, you ain't never had black people best interests at heart. None of y'all. Y'all don't make music with black people's best interests at heart. I see Lil Baby, I see Nas. What is this shit? You think they about to go in the studio and make some shit with black people's best interests at heart, Diddy? Any of them record labels, any of them black moguls in hip hop? You think they planning on getting rich off of integrity for black people? With the imagery that they put out there, the shit that be coming out their damn mouths. And he was leading the charge with this BS. And they call it black excellence. To be as ignorant, the more ignorant, the better. The more ridiculous, the better. The more degrading, the better. The more criminal, the better. This is like a mob shakedown they are trying to do in the damn music industry. They give a nigga an inch. I ain't trying to take him out. You got nothing but gangster rappers, mafioso rappers, raunchy prostitute R&B singers sitting in a well-established music academy. I'm talking about people who play the flutes, strings, and orchestra. Motherfuckers really playing instruments. Done mastered the piano, modern day Beethovens and shit, trying to get their awards. And you got a bunch of loped out gangster rappers trying to take over their organization so they could push out booty music. You think they trying to go for that? You got people that's into classical music, therapeutic music, all different types of genres, and they trying to go to war for hip hop. And they ain't talking about shit. They figure if we can get this dude off the streets, we can continue to gentrify America the way they want it to be gentrified. And the first thing they gotta do is make an example out of this hip, because this shit ridiculous, man. But that's Negro here nor there. I'm just a messenger. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about Diddy's son allegedly having a mental breakdown. What time is it? I got shit I gotta do. Y'all gotta let me know, man. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick, because they need the money, and people out here doing what they gotta do for the money. So let me get this together real quick while I'm on the stream. Because these alleged allegations and speculate, ain't none of this shit true, as far as I know. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, put that shit up there too. Let y'all know we live, and everything I said is alleged. But I would love to know y'all feedback, how y'all feel about all this, because it's sad to me that it boils down to this. But some gotta give. Diddy was too big for his britches. But what's messed up about it is when it comes to black entertainers, they always find something sexual to hook somebody up on. They ain't find no drugs. He wasn't doing nothing illegal. If you go for somebody's sexual orientation, we all criminals. If you want to get down to what people into and what they like, they could make you a booty bandit easy. They get to see how many big booty pictures in your phone. Now you infatuated with ass. That's for any of you women out there that like them BBCs. They could turn you into a pervert easily just for having the sexuality. And I don't know what your sexuality is. Whatever you into. It's an easy target. So for them to stoop that low, you could take any male celebrity out there and expose what they into to the world, and it'll make them look like they motherfucking Charlie Manson. Whatever it may be. It could be some heterosexual, consensual shit like with Diddy. They want you in jail for it, you can go to jail for it. You got a fetish. Let them expose your fetish, whatever it is. I used to have a fetish. Now that I'm older, I don't have any fetishes no more. But for you young people out there, y'all full of that, all that shit, all them hormones and shit, y'all got fetishes out there. And a lot of y'all women's got fetishes for other women's. Even if you were a heterosexual female, y'all still have female fetishes. A lot of y'all. You got a crush out there somewhere, and you obsessed. It might be one of them bitches on Love and Hip Hop. Let me show y'all one of the chicks that a lot of people have fetishes, a lot of women have fetishes with, probably still got fetishes for these women. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of them, and then we gonna move on. Okay, look. A lot of y'all women out there, tell the truth and don't lie. Y'all have fetishes for this woman right here. Y'all fetishize about this chick. A lot of y'all wanted to get with her. Even though you married and you got a man, y'all have fetishes for this chick. Hold on, who another one? Wait. Y'all have fetishes for this one too. I'm talking to the ladies out there. Y'all, she was masculine and all that shit. Y'all liked it, that shit. Y'all still like it. That's why the show was able to blow up like that, because you have women that fetishize over women's like this. Hold on, here go another one. For the older women out there. Hold up. A lot of y'all been fetishizing over Angela Bassett for years. I know this shit sound weird, but there's people out there with fetishes. Now, y'all may not admit it in the comment sections or whatever, but I know it's true because people talk. Everybody got something. So when they came out and told the world what Diddy was into, it's really not criminal at all compared to what other people are into. They was trying to say that it was kids involved and all this weird shit, underground tunnels. They try and make it seem like he lived on Area 51 with this news. It still gave him, none of that shit came to light during the trial. I thought that shit was gonna be like the Super Bowl. I was like, man, when this Diddy trial start, all that weird, creepy Hollywood shit about to hit the fan. We about to hear about Jay-Z, LeBron James, Beyonce. We about to hear about all them celebrities, Ray J, Meek Mill. Not one of them was mentioned not one time during the trial. No other celebrity got a mention during the whole trial except for Kid Cudi. Because he had something going on with Cassie. He bombed Kid Cudi's car with a Mazel Tov. No little midgets running around the hotel. He wasn't drugging people. No LSD. They ain't even bring no baby oil to the court. Still got 4 years, man. So after seeing something like this and going through something like this, his kids are traumatized, especially his son Christian, man. Because you figure with a name like that, he would be a holy person. But that ain't even what it is. Hold on, y'all make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button and hit that Cash App too. And show me some love. I got stuff I gotta do. I'm getting text messages and shit. I got to I gotta get up out of here, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I really do appreciate y'all. Pray for Diddy's kids. Like I said earlier, I'm hoping that he make it home in time so he could spend time with his mother and everything. before she deceased. $ Shawn Blaze Docs. We gonna be back with more news. And like I said, everything you heard in this video is alleged allegations, speculations for entertainment purposes. And for all you single people out there, stay single. The HIV rates is through the roof. You don't know who got what. People living ghosts out here, man. Just stay single. Fall in love with yourself while you still can. For all you single mothers out there, clean up that motherfucking house, man. Clean it. If your kids ain't gonna help, if them little motherfuckers don't want to clean, you get your ass in there and clean up, because you the one that had them. They ain't asked to be here while you complaining. You mad at your kids because they alive. Well, bitch, you shouldn't have been fucking. And for all you fathers out there, you know you got kids and you don't want nothing to do with them kids. How the fuck you sleep at night? I know you thinking to yourself, easy, nigga. Easy. Sleep easy at night, especially when them kids ain't around. These deadbeat fathers out here get the best sleep you ever seen in your life. It could be snoring so loud, it ain't like he gonna wake up no goddamn kids. Ain't gotta see them little motherfuckers. Ain't gotta clean up their mess. Ain't gotta worry about them kids begging. Go see your damn kids, man. And for all you grandmothers out there, taking care of your children's kids, you got played. Better yet, you played yourself. The next time you see a grandmother with her grandkids and don't know where her daughter, her son at, tell her that she played herself, man. That's what happened. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I got so much love for y'all. Y'all, I'ma holla at y'all later, man.